Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this space where we are talking about my language. And the question of today it is why my language always sound the same if sometimes it does come from Arcturians or Pleiadians or fairies or crystal beings or anything else. It does because if I am speaking light language and I go by, let's say that I am speaking Pleiadian light language and I go kind of like, Misa hai ke te ki aratoro sor hoko kia te ki ishkia naha hoa kia ta. That it is the Pleiadian aspect from my soul that comes through and blended and mixed with this version of me that is called Gretel. And then what comes out, it is the blending into both. So if I am speaking, let's say that Plan collective light language, that may be kind of like I have to tune into what feels to be a plan. So probably I will see myself as a 3 so I can tune into their frequency, and then I feel like I'm bouncing with 1, and then like everything is slow, so I can match their frequency and they can match me because we exchange consciousness. And then something like ooh, itasaike niha itasaike jaso will come through. If I match with a fairy collective, maybe it will be something like kia sa kora te kia shara kia ra kutara kia ra kuru itia se she kia ra ki te kia ra suru toro kora kashi kia te isai kia ra kuru kora kia te kia shara sara kore te hira kia te ku. It feels to me like more joyful and playful if I do something like, let's say that I am doing priestesses. I'm going to tune into the priestess aspect of me, and probably it's gonna feel kind of like Bora tera kurosoki ishkate iya samaha ge ikiate urate ki asha hasaki ane uhai ki anasete ki ishkana kura imai ki soho ki ishkate iya sa ki anaku. It feels more like a movement because I'm blending with all the different aspects of myself. So if I go into more lioness, let's say that is gonna sound something like Rane sharo kora kia ne kia rakutara kia shikira kia na kira kuru toro kuru 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 kumara kia tarasera kia kuru kuru kushikira ta mira na tere kia mana kia kuru kushukura kia na kia tu asa hakia. So that feels like more strong. If I am going to do sometimes let's say that more galactic may sounded like Victoria and Ryan, I have, or was it gonna be both mixed? Kisto karakteru suru kura tera kara shira kiana tere kia saha koe ki ishkatara kurturu kuru 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 kara kara sikete kete kete ku. That was so weird. When I started doing my language, I started doing my language like that. So it freaked me out. But it feels like sometimes they change. I move because it feels like different currents of energy between cold and hot, and then it feels like, oh, like it chills me out. I started doing light language because I think I'm gonna share that in another video, probably for tomorrow. I started speaking light language out of the blue in my dreams, and I didn't know what that would mean, and it freaked me out a little bit because I started seeing symbols everywhere. So the light language comes from our soul and our own experience. Is going to be filtered through your own heart and technology system, that in this case is my body, and then it's going to sound alike to whatever I'm going through. Always is good to speak light language when you are in the highest frequency that you can do, and then enjoy it. Because, like for example, when they ask me to sing, I don't feel very comfortable and I always shrink it myself, but I'm gonna try to do that. So I step out of my comfort zone, and then I match the practices that you are doing. Sometimes before singing, it always helps me to warm my throat a little bit. At the beginning, because I feel resistance a little bit, is going to be me trying to control the expression of the light coming through me. But if I do it without paying attention of what is coming through or who it is, for me it feels like mermaid. Within practice, is going to be more harmonious and more joyful. Always when you sing, it just elevates the whole light language. So I'm gonna try to do it a little bit more. Feel like Atlantean, feel like from water. And if I do it for a longer time, I'm gonna feel more comfortable and forgive that I am recording myself, and it's going to sound more joyful. The thing with light language is, the more joyful it feels, the more comfortable it feels, the more higher frequency it is, the more healing it is. So always set your intentions, ask your higher self to be in charge, and then just go for it. I remember that I needed to have someone to coach me, so I paid for an Akashic Records reading with someone who is very famous, and I had to save for 3 months because I was struggling financially, but it was worth it because I just felt like I had to do it with her, so it was worth it. I paid for it. We had our session live for an hour and a half, and she explained all the things I needed to know. And then she said that I was doing light language. It was not nonsense, it was light language. And I was like, what is that? I didn't know. I heard tongues when I was in church a long time ago. And then she said that it was the expression of the light. It was an ancient communication system where galactic and angelic frequencies would come through our light in any creative expression, that it was movement, reading, or sound. And I was like, oh, sounds amazing, but I don't think I can do that yet because I was seeing doing myself when I was in my dreams, but then this awakened version of me felt that limitation all over, like I couldn't do it. So I asked her how, and then she said just to open yourself. So she opened a practice group. We were 50 people in that group, with someone who already speaks light language and had a YouTube channel and everything. So he was posting videos about himself, sharing light language, and then we were posting a video every week for a year. And in all of those first videos, we always were like, I'm so nervous, but I'm gonna do this, blah, 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 blah. Or I don't know what to do, but let's say what flows, blah, 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 right? And then it was the way we did it. From the 50 person that started, 20 were very committed to post a video every week. 3 of them were doing the videos thing daily, and some of those daily committed ones already did recorded CDs with her music, and then the other one got very famous, and she's in all this disclosure movement. And then after a year, the one who was leading us, actually he was not teaching us, he just put the group for us to practice. Then the group got too big, and then lots of people started trying to pose a little bit, and then it was kind of like the same, because when we were there it was very cozy and we were all very supported, even though we all felt uncomfortable doing it because it was not our own thing. We wanted to, so we all coach, support each other, and provide feedback from a very neutral point, in a way that we could all support and uplift what we were doing, so we'll feel comfortable and do it, not in a way that it felt like I know and you don't. And that was how I started. I left the group after a year, and a few months after I left, the group was dissolved because the one who was leading us, he entered into a very big movement about going into ET contact and stuff like that. So it was how I started. So anyone can do light language. I can do, you can do, we all can do. Sometimes it doesn't how do I say, it doesn't match our soul needs, and it is fun. But if you feel drawn to do it, go for it. In the degree that you practice, you're gonna feel more comfortable. It's okay to feel resistance. It's okay to feel insecure. I did it. I just did it. Singing, but just go for it and do it, and then see what comes through, and then that's it. If you have, again, any questions, any comments, any feedback, please put it in the video comments, and on the practice Facebook group, post your videos, share what you are doing. The most you do light language, the most comfortable you're gonna fit with it, and that is all you need. It's gonna be like a piece of cake. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.